Hey guys, Stephanie here in South Carolina on a beautiful, really sunny Sunday morning. And I'm glad you're here with me this morning to do our Disney devotional. These are written by Thweatt. Today is number 21, and it is something else that this is not my favorite Disney attraction. I think we've only done it one time. And the whole time we were doing this attraction, I was thinking, I wish this would hurry up and be over so I can go do blah, 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 like all these other things in Magic Kingdom that I wanted to do. It is called the Country Bear Jamboree. So this was just not my cup of tea. Today we head to our last Frontierland attraction. It didn't take us nearly as long to get through Frontierland as it did Fantasyland, did it? That's because Frontierland technically only has 4 attractions. The last one is not a ride, but another show of sorts. It has been around for a long time and involves some classic audio animatronics. We're of course talking about the good old Country Bear Jamboree. This is one of several attractions that was around on opening day in Walt Disney World from 1971. In fact, it's one of the few attractions at Walt Disney World first before it went to Disneyland, called Bear Country, which has, before it went to Disneyland. The Bears inspired an $8 million expansion at Disneyland called Bear Country. They based an entire land on this attraction. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute to process that. Which has since been changed to Critter County. The Disneyland version opened in 1972, but was closed in 2001 and replaced with Winnie the Pooh. The original Walt Disney World version has not closed. The attraction is very special because it was a personal project of Walt Disney himself. Hey, good morning, how are y'all? Which may be the reason that Walt Disney originally intended for this attraction to be part of a ski resort he was trying to build in the mid-1960s. The ski resort never happened, of course, and Walt Disney died before the attraction ever came to existence, making it one of his very last projects. I wonder if that's kind of where Blizzard Beach came from, because that's a ski resort that melted and made a water park, right? When the ski resort fell through, Imagineers decided to at least put the Bear Show in the new Orlando park, since Walt worked so hard on it. The attraction was very popular when it first opened, which led to the counterpart at Disneyland. The Country Bear Jamboree attraction is one of the several attractions that led Disney to a Disney movie. In 2002, the Country Bears film was released and included several big-name stars. Unfortunately, the movie was eaten alive by critics, and it didn't do well at the box office. Personally, I enjoy this attraction. You know what? Me and Thweatt are like opposites on our favorite attractions. But maybe for the wrong reason. For me, it's a very nice place to cool and relax for the near 15 minutes of the show. It's also a very good place to catch up on a nap. Okay, wait, maybe we are the same. Especially if you've seen the show as many times as I have. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good show, and I try my best to stay awake. It is humorous and contains many classic songs. If you've never seen it, it's definitely something worth checking out. I would like to watch it at least once per trip. But what lesson can we possibly get from these country bears? Are there even any bears in the Bible? I suppose you could say there are probably bears on Noah's Ark, although they aren't mentioned specifically. But there's actually another pretty well-known story with the bears. Do you know it? Take a minute to read the story of Elijah in 2 Kings chapter 2. If you don't remember the story, it's one you won't soon forget because it's pretty unusual. Elisha was just given the new role as Elijah and has been taken into heaven. Elisha is God's new prophet and is traveling to Bethel when some children make fun of him. They basically call him Baldy, which I personally take offense to since I'm bald myself. After the young men called him names and tell him to go away, Elisha calls down a curse on them, and 2 female bears come out of the woods and maul 42 of the youth to their death. Yikes. After it happens, Elisha continues on his way. I don't know about you, but I think that would have been quite a sight to see. Actually, I don't think I would want to see 42 children killed by bears. Oh my gosh. Thankfully, the bears in Frontierland aren't quite as vicious. But this story, once again, shows the power of God and the dangers of getting in the way of his plan. Now, I don't think God is going to send bears to attack you if you go against him, but I do believe that God punishes us today in other ways. I also believe he has a plan which will happen no matter what anyone, including the devil, may try to do to stop it. Take a visit to see country bears the next time you're at Disney World. Enjoy the show and the air-conditioned theater. Try and stay awake and laugh and stumble at the subtle humor that the bears provide. At the same time, give a thought to Elisha and the power of God and his plan as well. Psalms 138:8 says, "The Lord will fulfill his purpose for us." Hebrews 12:7-11 says that God does in fact discipline us. Knowing this, you can either choose to go against God's plan or accept and work for it. I suggest that we all choose to consent to God's power and plan and love and don't do anything to stand in his way. Let's all work hard to find out what God's plan is for us and make it our first priority to see it through. This was a great devotional. I loved that one. That was a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow.